Okay.
Yes.
Wow. And start sharing my screen. Okay. Okay. So let's get started. Okay. First of all, as I know, we're gonna start with Unit 5. Oh, what happened? Yeah. Genoa vending machines. Am I right? Yeah, we finished Unit 4.
Yes.
Yeah, of
Yes.
course.
You're
We're gonna
fine.
start with this part, Genoa vending machines. So, okay, let's get started from this part, and then, of course, we talk about some EDMs related to business. That's really good and fruitful.
Yes.
Okay, so background. Let's read to figure out what this company is. Okay, so let's get started.
Yeah. Background. The Nova vending machines is part of multinational company based in Zurich, Switzerland. VM merged with another company 18 months ago. As a result of the merger, the management cut the workforce by 15%, introduced open plans office proposals that salary payments and staff recruitment should be done by outside companies instead of by the Human Resources Department. If this happens, there will be redundancies in the department. Most staff are now worried about job security and moral law. In particular, staff in the HR department complain of being overworked and severely stressed. Absenteeism is high, and several staff have recently resigned. Um,
Okay, well, so let's elicit some information from the backgrounds from the beginning. Okay, so what is Genoa vending machines? So what is this name? GVM.
yeah, GVM.
What stands for?
They are multinational company.
Yeah,
Uh, yes,
of
and
course. And okay, where is it located?
they are located in Zurich, Switzerland.
Zurich, of course, Switzerland. And tell me, okay, uh, how many months ago this company combined to another company?
18 months ago, the
Okay,
company,
of course. Okay. And okay, what happened after merging?
after merging, they have some, yeah,
What are the
something
results
happened.
of this? What of this
Yes,
uh,
because of workforce.
yeah,
Yeah,
workforce?
workforce.
Right.
And
So what do you think? Let me ask you a question. Actually, as a result of this merger, of course, the management cuts the workforce by 15%. So what do you think they do something like this, why they cut the workforce when they combined their company with another company?
uh, uh, when they combine with another company, it means two company become one company,
Of course, of
and
course.
in the one company, even though there is a bigger company, but uh, don't need to HR department, don't need to I mean uh, uh, maybe they more bigger they have bigger department, but
Yeah.
some in I mean the quantity
Yeah.
of department and quantity of employee,
Yeah. The
no
number
need
of
to,
staff. You mean
yeah,
the number of staff, of course.
yeah, so they need to cut the workforce,
Of
need
course.
to
Yeah. Mhm.
effectively
Yeah, of
efficiency,
course. Of
yeah.
course. And they introduced open plan offices. Do you have any idea about the definition, the concept of open plan offices?
Mm,
And why
uh,
we do this, we do something like this, you think? Why do we need?
uh, I think because it's about the news, uh, maybe because after they combine with another company is like they have the new new face, new appear. How to say? I mean
Appearance, you want to say new
appearance.
appearance, new image, new appearance,
Yeah, new image,
new design? You mean new
new
design?
design.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
and
Yeah.
I think something just they want to become more attract. I don't know.
Of course. But let me say, of course, you mentioned actually a good point about design. Yeah, of course. They changed, but in order to actually communicate with each other. So let me say something. When we have an open plan office or place that is used normally for actually business reasons, we mean that actually there is no wall inside, or maybe a place that has a few walls, or maybe no walls inside. So
Mm,
it's not divided into smaller rooms. It
mm,
means, this place is really good for people who need to be communicating with each other.
mm,
So, of course, we have this plan. So this is open plan offices.
mm,
Well, and after that, propose that salary payments, okay, this one, and
mm,
staff, yeah, by outside company.
mm.
So why? Why they decided, in this way? Why they decided that actually the salary, payments and maybe something like staff recruitment should be done by outside companies instead of by the human resources department. So why do you think? And do you think it's
Uh,
good to do something like this? Do you think it, or no, you think that no, everything should be done inside the company, not, outside? Do you agree?
I think in outside company will make your the company to um, I mean HR service. I mean outside companies they maybe they have good experience to and uh, they have time to look um, to how to say I have many idea in my mind around the outside company because in fact my company now
Yeah,
we use some HR service like recruitment by
yeah,
headhunting company and payment salary by other and contract uh, some some people work for our company, not my company employee. I mean,
Yeah,
we use HR service uh, by outside company.
yeah,
I think it's I think because it's more efficiency for company to gain more profit and
yeah, of course.
more. I think HR service they are very professional about they have the process.
Yeah,
They can process faster,
yeah.
and
They
sometimes
can
they,
make progress, you mean? They can make progress faster, you mean?
yeah,
Yeah, of course,
and
because process is something different. Progress and process are two different things. So,
yeah,
of course, they can make
progress.
progress. Of course, they can make progress, and very good. Well, and let's talk about maybe the most significant and the most important issues that they are facing, the company is facing, according to the background.
Mm, yeah, of course. I I know in real uh, when I read some newspaper about the merger company after the merging, the staff worry about their job, of course,
Very good.
and they maybe feel nervous about the future
Yeah, of course. Morale
and
is low.
mm, morale is low and
Yeah.
uh,
So,
mm, and I
so
think change environment changing is
yeah, of
makes
course.
they feel
Yeah.
stress.
Yeah. And of course, staff in the HR department complain of being overworked and severely stressed. And
Mm,
absenteeism means actually absence regularly at work, from a good, without a good reason. For example, you normally are absent at work without any good reason. So absenteeism is high, and several staff have recently resigned. So
mm,
we know. Okay, do you have any question about this background? So something, any word, something that you want to ask me?
mm, no.
Okay,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah,
So I
no.
think the only new word is this one, absenteeism, that this is something like a regular absence from work without any good reason. So this is a new word that you need to know. Okay, well, consultants' findings. So the management has asked a group of consultants to study the problems in the HR department, and here is the first part of the report. So may I ask you to read the first part of the report?
So management has about Hmm.
So pressure from the redundancy process. Redundancy, that means unemployment. So let me write here if you, of
Yeah.
course, so unemployment.
Mm. Since last year, the HR staff have hard to make many colleagues from other departments redundant. Mm. Have suffered.
So since last year, the HR staff have had to make many colleagues from all the departments redundant. Some of the HR staff involved in this have suffered great emotional strain. Yeah. And further staff cuts. There is a new rumor about possible further redundancies. The unions have said that they will recommend action if this happens. So this is actually two parts of the report. Well, now we're gonna listen to actually do those interview and of course with various staff members, and let's make notes under the appropriate heading. So heavy workloads, space problems, and the new HR director. So let me play this one. Okay, I hope I can find it. So I think this is 5.6.
Recording 7.3.
Oh, it's not.
B. CD2.
No, it's not. So CD1.
Recording 6.3. 6. 4. 5. Recording 5.6. 1.
Yeah, that's exactly the problem. I just can't cope anymore. So many people have lost their job. You wonder when your turn will come. And of course, all these redundancies mean that fewer people have got to do more work. On top of that, there's a lot of paperwork, a lot more than last year. The bureaucracy's just unbelievable. And if that wasn't bad enough, there are all those meetings you've got to attend. Most of them just a waste of time, if you ask me.
Well, so let me check. Oh,
2.
2.
You can ask anyone in this department, and we'll all tell you that we have to spend far too much time on administrative tasks. But my other complaint is that we have far less freedom than before. There's a lot of control, and our work is monitored very closely. It's very stressful when you feel you are being watched all the time.
Well, and
3.
I certainly feel under a lot of pressure. I find it difficult now to focus on my work, simply because there isn't enough space, and we have no privacy either. None of us likes to work in an open-plan office. I and 3 others are cooped up in a small area where there isn't even a window.
well, okay. So the first one, heavy workloads. So if you need, you can listen again.
Yes, I need,
Of
but
course.
I still think
Yes, I do.
about
Yes, I do.
my note under the progress heading.
How the question is problem?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm concerned about in the second part of the report. In the
Yeah.
second,
So,
in the second.
for example, for example, they mentioned that too much time spent on, for example, controlling and, something like monitoring. So something like this, because this is heavy workload. So too much time spent on admin, too much control, or that is really stressful to be monitored continuously. So they said something like this in the first part. So you can actually put this statement under the first part as heavy workload. So do you want me to play it again now? So
Yes.
let's do this part one by one. So one by one is better, I think. Just
Recording 5.6. 1.
Yeah, that's exactly the problem. I just can't cope anymore. So many people have lost their job. You wonder when your turn will come. And of course, all these redundancies mean that fewer people have got to do more work. On top of that, there's a lot of paperwork, a lot more than last year. The bureaucracy's just unbelievable. And if that wasn't bad enough, there are all those meetings you've got to attend. Most of them just a waste of time, if you ask me.
well, so
Yeah. I heard some information like they lost a job and to do a lot of paperwork.
course, fewer people to do more paperwork, so of course this is really actually heavy workloads. And another one about meeting.
Meeting too much and waste of time.
Of course, lots of meetings,
Mm.
so to attend. So, and as I told you, the second part, too much time spent on admin, too much control, and being monitored. So, this is about the first part. Now,
Mm.
okay, number 2.
2.
You can ask anyone in this department, and we'll all tell you that we have to spend far too much time on administrative tasks. But my other complaint is that we have far less freedom than before. There's a lot of control, and our work is monitored very closely. It's very stressful when you feel you are being watched all the time.
Well, so after that,
Yeah, I
3.
heard that.
yeah,
I certainly
we
feel
did
under a
this
lot
part
of
because of
pressure.
this. I did.
I find it
was it-
difficult now to
Okay,
focus
so
on my...
because we did this part, do you want to talk about it? Because we did this part, so I'm not going to talk about it again. But if you want, you can.
Okay,
Because
fair enough.
I told you, and I discussed, monitoring and of course too much control. So we talked about this, and
Mm.
let's keep going.
Okay.
3.
I certainly feel under a lot of pressure. I find it difficult now to focus on my work, simply because there isn't enough space, and we have no privacy either. None of us likes to work in an open-plan office. I and 3 others are cooped up in a small area where there isn't even a window.
So this
3.
number 3. So space problems.
They said they don't like working in open plan office.
Of course, open plan because it's not popular, of course, and
Um, uh, and they want to how to say? I heard about cafeteria and but I
so
don't know.
did you hear something about privacy?
Yes,
So
privacy.
of course, so not enough space, for example, not privacy,
Mm,
overcrowded area, no windows. Did you hear something? So let me give you some words. Just listen to my words. Enough space, privacy, and overcrowded, no
yeah,
window. Now listen.
yeah.
I
I
certainly
heard.
feel under a lot of pressure. I find it difficult now to focus on my work, simply because there isn't enough space, and we have no privacy either. None of us likes to work in an open-plan office. I and 3 others are cooped up in a small area where there isn't even a window.
Okay.
Yeah, small area.
Of course. So, and now number 4.
4.
I love what I do, but the problem is that it's become really difficult to work in such a noisy environment. The office has become a nightmare. You're trying to do your stuff, and then 5 telephones start ringing around you. I'm interrupted hundreds of times a day. We all are.
Yeah. Yes, he mentioned about the noisy environment.
Yeah.
And telephone ring all the time. I think so.
Oh.
And she feel become disturbed. I mean, she feel
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the telephone ringing and
Totally. Yeah, of course. So
disturb
totally.
disturb here. Disturb C 100 times a day.
So with something like, did you talk about noisy environments? As you
Yeah,
said, yeah, of course. So this is a problem. Noisy, ringing phones and something, blah, 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 crowd and something like this. So it's cost to have a noisy environment. But
yeah,
I wrote this word on the board because I think you heard, but you didn't get the meaning. Of course, I mentioned, but maybe you couldn't get. So being cooped up for number 3. The man said, we are cooped up in a place with no window. It means, being a small place. There's something like overcrowded, small place. So it means being cooped up. Of course, coop up is the phrasal verb, but we say being cooped up. This is passive form. It means, being in a small space, maybe overcrowded. Well, number 4 and now number 5.
5.
Well, we all know that the company has known better times. But things really started to go very wrong when Mrs. Anderson, the new director, was appointed. That may sound like an awful thing to say, but I know it's an opinion most of my colleagues share. We need someone we can talk to. Someone who will listen to what we have to say. But talking to her is like talking to a brick wall. She never tries to understand our point of view.
yeah,
I like your face when you get confused.
yeah. I think he mentioned about he feel angry. I think so. Angry because he don't have he didn't he doesn't have anyone to anyone listen to him.
So of course, it's really difficult to talk to someone. Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
because no one actually listen to
Yeah.
him. Yeah, of course, very good. Well, now, okay, so do you want me to send this audio for you so that you can have it, and after class, when you have time, you can listen it? Do you want me to send it?
Yes.
Of course, so I will send. Let
You
me,
have
yeah.
separate.
Of course, they're separated. Of course, they're separated. Just let me before I forget, let me do this because I may forget it after class because I have another classes. So let me do this now.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Give me a moment. So just let me check. 34, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 34 to 38. So, okay. Well, from the beginning, and that's it. Okay, I just sent them. Well, okay. Now let's keep going. This is a writing task. Of course, you didn't do the previous writing tasks. I'm not going to give you another one. Oh, okay. So just, I want you, actually, I will do something for you. This is a writing task, but I will send you a sample to study, but I want you to study it and try to use it. I don't want you to write it again because you may not have enough time to do it, but it's really good to start it. So I will send you a sample. As a leader of the stress management team, we're going to write a recommendation section of a report to GVM's managing director outlining our practical suggestion for stress management. Okay, so I will, of course, we have a writing file on page 135, so you can check it. But of course, I will send you a sample to study, so it's good to read it and try to use maybe the language, a form of language that we use in order to make something like this, something like actually an article or a text, an essay, okay, with a formal concept. Well, so I'm not going to talk about this part now. Of course, at the end of class, if I have time, I will talk about it again. And now I'm going to talk about something useful, okay, because I think that is really useful to know some idioms while talking about your job, your business, okay? The first thing, actually, all business, actually, every business can have a time that actually suffers from actually something like economical problems, issues. So when we suffer economically, when a business, when a company, how to say, for example, you want to say that our company, okay, has, I don't know, has suffered from some economical issues, okay? How to say. You have an idiom, this is the first idiom, that's really good to know, to take hammering.
Take hammering.
It means, and I will give you something like an example. It means to suffer economically. So, what is this? Okay, economically. Now, for example, you say our company, our industry, for example, I don't know, food industry, our company, any business, okay, our company, okay, has taken a real, for example, hammering. For example, something like this. What is this? Oh, let's double. Okay. So our company has taken a real hammering recently. So this is the first one. Okay. And you can say many businesses, and we normally, let me say something, we know, of course, you can use different tenses, but we normally, when we talk about economical issues, it's good to use present perfect. For example, many business nowadays, many businesses, or for example, recently, many businesses have taken a hammering. So you can say something like this. But we need to try, we need to do something to survive. from this situation, from this condition, how to say this. You know, we are facing lots of issues nowadays in our company. Our company is facing lots of issues nowadays, but we need to do something to survive. To survive, what can I say? To keep your head above water. It means to survive. So you can say something like this, to survive. For example, in this actually situation, many small businesses can't keep their head above water. Oh, they are destroying, so they're vanishing. So, and another one, you want to say that, for example, our business, okay, is suffering, or our business, for example, was badly affected by something. For example, small businesses are affected by something like, I don't know, some online businesses are badly affected, you want to say. Okay, so you can say to be hard hit, and we normally add by. Of course, this is a passive form, so we add by, blah, 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 blah. For example, that means to suffer, or another that is better, I say be badly.
Be badly
affected
suffer.
By something. Yeah.
Okay.
For example, I say small businesses for example, let me use have been hard hit. Have been hard hit, for example, in recent times. So as you can see, to be hard hit, okay, but I can change the time tense. For example, I'm talking about present perfect and a period of time from past to present. So I use present perfect. So I say small businesses have been hard hit. Or for example, you can say small businesses, okay, are hard. So you can say something to be hard hit. Okay.
By.
Yeah. Why, for example, by online businesses, for example. Some traditional businesses are actually something like are hard hit or will be hard hit. So you can say passive form of future. In the future, for example, traditional businesses will be hard hit by online businesses. So in the future. Well, and you want to say that, for example, nowadays there is a very strong competition among businesses. Yeah, you know, all companies are in a big competition. It's something like rivalry, which one is better. So very strong competition. How to say? We say cutthroat. Let me write. Cutthroat competition. Means, yeah, it means very strong.
Very strong. Competition.
Of course, competition. Yeah,
competition.
very strong competition. Okay.
Cutthroat. Okay.
Yeah. Cutthroat. For example, you can say that, okay, there is a lot of, for example, cutthroat competition in the food market, in a clothes market, and for example, something like mobile market. Okay, so there is a lot. Just, you know, as you know, this one is an uncountable, so cutthroat competitions, no. There is a lot of cutthroat competition. So this is uncountable. Okay. Another. Well, and now, okay. Do you want to learn some others or no? Enough.
Oh, I think enough. I
Of
will
course.
try to use some, yeah,
Of course. I try
some
to teach
phrases.
you, a few phrases you like idioms every session, so it's not bad to know them to use while speaking.
Yeah,
For today,
but
that's enough.
it's I mean, if when we have the situation to use it in real, it's more effective. Because if I just write down some like example
Yeah,
to make the sentences, I will forget.
yeah, of
I will
course.
forgot it.
Yeah, of course. Of course, but you need to use them. Actually, this is something related to colloquial English speaking. So, of
Mm,
course, formal, uh, of course, you can use it. It's not, there is no rule that you shouldn't or you don't have to
mm,
use these idioms in writing. No, we don't have. But we normally, for example, uh, you may hear this phrase. For
mm,
example, you say, um, something like iPhone has the lion's share of the market.
mm,
Lion's share? What it means, lion's share? The biggest part. So instead of the biggest part, we say the lion's share, but in speaking. Yeah, but of course we'll talk about them later. But try
mm.
to try to learn them, try to use them. It's not bad to use these idioms.
Yeah,
Okay, well, so entertaining.
entertaining. Wow.
Okay, yeah, I love this one. Okay,
Mhm.
entertaining. So tell me, when you see this word, what's the first word or the first thing that comes to your mind? What is the first thing that comes to your mind?
Uh,
Entertaining.
relax.
Relax. Yeah, of course.
And um, do like a
Yeah,
favorites,
of
hobbies.
course. Yeah, of course. Shows, concerts,
Mm,
theater, music,
yeah,
all this. Yeah, of
yeah,
course. Different
yes.
categories. Yeah,
Mm,
they're entertaining. And of course, I think, okay, let's talk about this industry. If we consider it as an industry, entertaining, entertainment, amusement industry, do you
yeah.
think this is what we can say, really bold, highlighted, maybe a really important industry in actually modern world?
Mm, and of course, I think about the actress,
Oh,
actress, yeah, and actor. So
no.
they are very beautiful and handsome guy, beautiful girl, and very fashionable and very, how to say, they are trend. They make trend
Yeah,
to many other industry like uh, fashion,
of course.
uh, clothes,
Of
glasses,
course.
um, lift,
Yeah,
and many.
yeah,
So I think
yeah,
it's really important to our life, right?
yeah,
It's like a product. Uh, a lot of products in over the world related to entertaining,
yeah,
entertainment,
of course.
entertain, entertain,
Yeah,
entertaining.
Of course. So you say that, nowadays, actually in this world that we are living, we are walking, the more we work, the more we need actually
Mm.
to have fun, to the more entertainment we need. And so,
Mm.
of course, it's something like, they are in parallel lines, so we
Mm.
need both of them. Okay, well, imagine you have to entertain a group of foreign business people. Which of the following activities would you choose and why?
Uh, Foreign business people. Mm.
Wine tasting is a good idea.
Oh, which of following activities would you choose?
Yeah,
What would you add? Bar, nightclub.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
Mm.
Bar, nightclubs, and yeah, wine tasting. Uh,
Yeah. Why is this thing?
yeah, especially in the UK, that's really
Mm.
great. Yeah,
Restaurants.
but history. Imagine you want to entertain a group of foreign business people and say that, okay, let's go to historic places.
Because when we come to other countries, we think about the culture, think
Of course.
about the food.
Yeah,
Food is also about culture
cuisine, of course. So,
and daily activities like
yeah,
night life.
of course.
Yeah, so I think that's why I think about why and
Yeah,
restaurant, bar, and nightclub.
of course. So
Uh,
you want to try maybe new cuisines. You want to have some actually
mm,
exciting activities like, something like nightclub or having actually nightlife. Of course, I do agree with you. And I think that works. I think. And many companies spend a lot of money in corporate entertaining, of course. Do you think the money is well spent?
mm, um, I think mm, I think the money is well spent because uh, like you said before, nowadays we work very hard. We stress with work at work,
Yeah, of
stress
course.
as family, and we have many problem in our life.
Yeah,
So we need more activity to entertaining to to make us feel more relaxed.
of
Mm,
course.
yeah, and enjoy. Yeah, I mean, maybe regain energy,
Yeah, of course.
or uh, so I think if we have uh, money, we can spend for
Of course.
few corporate entertaining.
Of course, especially when actually most of people around the world are stuck in a rat race and they need to,
Yeah,
of course, actually this is something like boring routine. So
yeah.
they need to entertain, they need to have some maybe fun, some amusement. So of course, I think I do agree
Or
with you.
maybe now I see even though the people have many way to connect with other people, but they in other side they feel lonely.
Of course, of course. So they try to contact, they try to communicate. with all the people, but they feel solely they're alone, of course, so they need, I think that's really good idea to spend money on entertaining and entertainment. Well, okay, so we just started a really good discussion. This is a really good topic to talk, so next session we'll discuss it more and more.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, too fast. Time is over. So
Yeah.
any questions, any issues related to this part?
No. Thank you.
Okay. I thank you. That was really good time with you again. And
Yeah.
don't forget about starting
Yeah.
videos. Okay?
Thank
If you
you.
have time. Thank you so
Okay.
much and see you next session at the same time.
Yeah. At the
Bye.
same time. Goodbye.